Ready?
Oh yeah!
Hey folks, welcome to another episode here at Gideon's Tactical. I'm really excited for today's video because I am not able to go to Blade Show this year, sadly. Sucks that I'm not able to go. It's awesome because my son is being born, our firstborn, so we're super excited about that. But what's really cool is I was able to connect with Peter and kind of do, if you will, a pre-Blade show of what's happening over at Dark Timber Custom Knives. So with that, Peter, what do you got going on this year and what are you bringing to Blade Show? And just kind of talk us through what you got.
Well, the first coolest thing is to say that this time I'm sitting on a chair that's taller than Aaron's so that I don't look like a midget. And it just has got me feeling fantastic because like, hello, little man. Hello. There's a lot going on at Blade Show this year. So first I came out with a small knife that has had really great response called the Tavi. I think Aaron's just gonna show pictures of the knife, so I'm not gonna hold them up and stuff. So I'm really excited about that. I'm not a small knife maker, and this is an opportunity for me to expand what I'm doing and to offer something at a much better price point. So Tavi should be under $200.
Sweet.
So guys that normally can't get a hold of my work or can't afford my work are going to be able to. I'm going to have a full lineup there. I'm going to have the 1911s, which are my new EDC knife, the Buffalo Fighter, which is I think it's a survival knife. I've got a woods knife in the Grizzly, which is also going to be there. And then I've got kind of a survival knife that I want it to be a crossover knife for those guys that are into the more tactical stuff. And it's kind of the look of the knife that I'm rocking right now when I'm in the woods.
Right there. And I was able to get my hands on this one. I really like the handle ergonomics on the blade. It really stands out. And I really like what I'm seeing here with some of the new bolstering, as well as just the little attention to detail that we'll be running in and that you'll see either at Blade Show coming down the line that we haven't seen really at Dark Timber Custom Knives before.
So I think this year some of the stuff that I wanted to do was get loveless bolts into the work so that there was a mechanical fastener and the adhesive. The only knife, I've had one knife fail on me, and that was because the adhesive on the handle failed, and I felt so bad for that customer. So I switched what I was doing. I used to see more mosaics and just pinning. Now you're gonna see more bolt up along with the adhesive. Strength, right? Yeah, it's just another level. On some of my customs where I don't think like heavy abuse is as important, I'm still doing the mosaic pins and all that stuff, but I get worried because you guys thrash some knives out there.
Right. So now in the past, it's been a little difficult sometimes either get a hold of you or to get a hold of one of these knives. So I know you're changing some things up to make it a lot easier for somebody who does have the cash and does like the design to get their hands on a Dark Timber blade. So what's up with that?
So I've alluded to this on Facebook, and I know not everybody's following Facebook, so they don't know, or maybe I put up a post and people don't see it. But I've been trying to say that I'm going to have a way that my knives will become more accessible for this next year. I don't know if it'll happen by September, but sometime around that time, I would like to be moving towards distribution sites. And that doesn't mean that the knives are going to be production knives. They're still going to be small runs, and they're still going to be kind of hard to get a hold of. But Jason at DLT Knife Trader and Derek Bone at Knife Ship Free have both kind of gotten together with me and said, hey, we would be happy to carry your work. And so my plan is to, at some point now, once my list is done, guys who are on my list, do not worry, you are not forgotten. I'm working harder than ever to get knives to you. And just because you don't see that, there are a lot of knives coming out of the shop, and I think you'll see those posts. Guys are getting their knives, and you are my number1 priority. I appreciate you. And so before I do anything, you will be taken care of. But at that point, what I want to do is if kukris are what I'm feeling for a month, I want to make 15 kukris and 15 for each site and give them to the dealers, and that way you just go on a first come first serve. You don't have to wait. They're right there. And then maybe there'll be a surplus of some, and maybe some, they're not. It's why I made the Tavi, was so that they'd be able to get something that was affordable to start off with and into their hands. So it's going to be, I think first off, it'll be the Tavi and the Grizzly. And then 1911s and Buffalo Fighters will follow up after that. And then just whatever I'm feeling. The other thing is that I'm committed to being, I don't know, I'm going to get flack in the blurbs, but I'm committed to being an artist when it comes to making knives, and I really want to be able to make whatever I'm feeling.
Right.
And so still every month I want to make 1 or 2 customs that I put, 20, 30 hours into and really become a better knife maker. A lot of people saw knives come out of the Dark Timber shop that were like, well, that's not my name and it's something new. And they're projects that I do on the nights and the weekends to propel myself to get better. This is a Sanmai fighter, and this is really, this is kind of a sign of what that is, using silver guards, or how am I going to do the pinup, or Sanmai was a new thing this year. There's going to be Sanmai at Blade Show, by the way. This knife will be at Blade Show. But those things propel me to be better and like to look at new designs.
Right. The
knife world is full of great knife makers. You guys you makers out there that I'm friends with, and that, even those of you that hate me, I respect your work, and I've seen a lot of good custom knife makers come out over the last year, 2 years, and I just am excited about it and want to keep up with them.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so kind of to wrap up this real quick, just kind of pre-Blade Show look at Dark Timber Knives and what they're doing. Just seeing, even in this last year, I'm really blessed to be able to call Peter a friend, and just to see his work progress. It just gets better and better all the time. So I'm really excited.
I thought you said best friends.
The best. Don't know where my hand's going. So anyway, but yeah, it's just really cool to see that. And those of you who are going to be at Blade Show, you're going to really enjoy some of the stuff he has produced there, and he's going to be showing off. And yeah, we're just really excited. I know, to be able to see that Dark Timber Knives is going to be able to be a little bit more accessible to some of you out there, because I totally believe that the quality is there as well as the craftsmanship. And so it's sweet that that's going to be able to become a little bit more available to those of you who are interested in these designs.
And I acknowledge also, it's been my downfall that I do not get back to people. I'm just way too overwhelmed to get back to everything that I see. I just can't do it. I'm trying to, manage time with my family and manage time in the shop. And I just really struggle because I'm the only employee. There is one more announcement, that I want to make. I have been working with Bark River Knives to put out a production blade for Bark River. And so coming up probably in August, probably the beginning of August, the Bark River Company, Mike Stewart and the guys over there are going to be putting out a version of the Grizzly that I designed specifically for them.
Right.
And I'm really excited about it. It's going to be in 3V. It's going to be one of it's going to be one of the few 8-inch options on the large blade, the medium woods blades. And they're going to, I think you're going to really like what I've done with the design. There's not going to be any hammer marks. I didn't get into any of that stuff. I just wanted to put a straightforward production knife in Bark River's name, and my name will be on it too, that I could really be proud of. And I am super proud of this knife. The sheath is going to be awesome. I did not spare anything on the design. I'm sure that Mike, if you're watching this, he is annoyed with me probably for making some changes, but I was happy to do it. And I think in the end, it'll be the users that get them. I only think there's going to be like 300 or 400 of them. And
in this initial run, and then we'll see where it goes.
And then we'll see where it goes from there. So those will be on Knife Ship Free and DLT Knife Trader. I hope that you guys get your hands on them. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as you saw last year, we did the review on the Grizzly, and I took that up on that backpacking trip, and that's an epic blade to do a lot of work for you. So, guys, with that being said, it's time for us to bring this little video to a close. Again, I want to thank Peter for giving us the time and giving me kind of the opportunity, even though I'm not going to Blade Show, to interview a blade maker that's going to be there, and knife maker. So,
hopefully this comes out before Blade. So, guys, know that I'll be at the table the whole time. I really want to meet you. Come up, say hi. I'll have T-shirts and swag there for people that want it. And if you don't want it and you just want to check out the work and pick it up and touch it, that will be allowed. So I'm really happy to be there. I'm really excited. It's good to see Aaron up at the house. So
yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. And as always, remember, stay equipped, stay prepared.
And I'll see you out there.
You got it.